Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be discussing the 2019 film Rocketman. Of course, this is the movie that is based on the life of musician Elton John. And of course, this comes off about a year after the success of the movie based on the rock band Queen, with Bohemian Rhapsody. I know I'm mispronouncing it. Because the guy who played Freddie Mercury won the Oscar for Best Actor in the 2019 Academy Awards. So I figured, hey, let's jump on this, and maybe make a movie about Elton John and have the actor win for Best Actor, the guy who plays Elton John in this film. But the problem is that this movie, true or not, I haven't seen the movie Bohemian Rhapsody based on Queen. But Rocketman is not that great. I mean, there are some good moments, like how Elton John changed his name from what his original is, like his birth name, to Elton John, his stage name. How he became addicted to drugs and alcohol. How he became bulimic. And he was a homosexual. And actually, for a long time, he was bisexual for a long time, and then he decided to become a straight, a straight homosexual, and how he went to rehab. That he went to rehab, and I should mention how this movie is set up. That Elton John's in rehab, and as he's in rehab, in a therapy session, Elton tells his whole life story. For him, was a piano prodigy, to he got discovered to play music, and how he's struggled to get his music. He was collaborating with a writer who would write the lyrics. It wasn't Tim Rice, they did did the Lion King with. For some reason, he was not called Tim Rice. It was called some. I don't know if it was actually the real person or they changed the name for the movie. I don't know, but he collaborated with another songwriter who just wrote the lyrics, and Elton John wrote the melody, and that apparently worked. But unfortunately, he was writing song after song after song, and the record company said, "No, this was not good. This was too depressing. This was too this. This was too that." But eventually, Elton got all those songs eventually recorded, and all became hits. His first real big hit they came up with was Crocodile Rock, and of course, even though I never bought an Elton John album in my life, I know his music because I listen to it all the time. And because I grew up listening to his music on the radio, so we know a lot of his songs, and a lot of them. They were put into the album, and not in the album, into the movie. And all the songs were more like music videos. It's more like a fantasy thing with his performance. It's kind of like almost the same technique as he did in Chicago for the Oscar-winning film Chicago, when they came up with the songs in the musical. It was more like performing on stage instead of actually singing along, like movies like the Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals, for example. They don't say cut away, put Julie Andrews on stage and sing a song from, this Rodgers and Hammerstein wrote for Sound of Music, for example. For Rocketman, you have an actual performance, or like what's going on in Elton John's mind, Elton John's point of view, as these songs were being played on, during the movie. So that kind of stuff kind of threw me off, and that's how this movie was done. I think that's probably why the movie didn't do so well, not only in the box office. I mean, they did okay for like a week, for like 2 weeks or so, and then just died a very quick death, because I think it was like might have been too similar to the movie of Freddie Mercury. That's probably why it didn't do so well. But because it came out like I said, it came out like a year after that movie. So But the movie itself, anything was that bad. It just wasn't that great. I mean, I thought the guy who played Elton John, I thought he did a good job, but that's it. But that's it. But I mean, if you like Elton John music, that's buy one of his CDs. In my opinion, I mean, buying the CDs is like buying, watching a movie. You don't need to watch the movie; you just need to buy like his greatest hits album or something. But or the original albums that these songs were on. But that's it. I mean, one of the movies that gave it too depressing on was "Candle in the Wind," which of course is one of his most iconic songs. It was based on Marilyn Monroe, and then of course the remake in 1997. But Princess Diana is one of the most sold out single of all time, even more than White Christmas. Now it broke that record. But the movie was based before then, like in the 80s or pre-1990. So it's only like a short part of Elton John's life. I didn't think it was a bad movie. That's not a great one. It is what it is as a biopic, but I mean, it wasn't that great. I mean, it was too quick, and when they did the songs, I thought it was terrible how they did the song. Elton John didn't have a say on how they did the musical, the songs part of it. But I thought it was too quick to go through all the songs and stuff like that. I mean, the way it was edited was too quick. For me anyway. I mean, the pace. It was such a high neck pace to get through it, and didn't really focus on most of the drama stuff because they want to get Elton John wanted to get as many of his songs into the movie as humanly possible, and by doing that or doing that technique, it kind of ruins the drama of Elton's life. At least I felt that way. So that's my review of like I said, this movie Rocketman couldn't have been better, but wasn't. I thought it was 10 disappointing, but entertaining for what it was. I mean, it's like if you want, and like I said earlier, if you want to listen to Elton John's songs, either go on YouTube, see his videos, or buy one of his CDs. That's if you could get a CD now today. So that's my review of the movie Rocketman. Please click on the video, please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews on my YouTube channel at rallyc.com, so WDY, and that's C.com. That's the homepage of Rally Reviewer, Chris Lee Moore. And please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.